Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, it is Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. It is National Hugging Day, which is why Heather attacked me in the newsroom. But I enjoyed the attack.
You know, I'm not really a big personal touch kind of gal, but when you told me it was the National...
Literally, the moment I told you, you saw it on TV. She was like, get on over here! Let's give a hug. So anyway, hug someone special today.
Is that your message to everybody? With consent, please.
Yes.
With consent.
Very important.
Okay.
All right, let's get to our What You Think Wednesday question, because this one actually brought about a lot of emotional responses.
I know, it really did. It actually, Frankie saw it on Facebook, and he asked me, and then we had a conversation about it last night. So I think, good question, David Highfield.
Very interesting. Well, I have to credit the Washington Post. They did a podcast with someone who studies, they call it extraordinary altruism.
Okay.
So it's like, would you jump in an emergency to rescue a stranger, or would you donate a kidney to save a stranger? And this woman who studies it says that people who do often have part of their brain that processes emotions.
Okay.
It's oftentimes larger in those people. But anyway, we wanted to ask you about it, and we're doing something different today. So we want you to vote. Use the QR code right there.
Now.
We're going to see the results of which category you fall into.
In real time?
In real time. So we have 3 different options. Yes, I would jump in to risk my own life to save a stranger. It would depend on the situation, or I'm not sure I'd be able to in the moment.
Okay, really interesting. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Are we going to keep that up
Yep, we're going to keep it up as you continue to vote.
Oh my gosh, it's right there at the bottom of your screen. Okay, so let's get into the response.
People are saying, I'm not sure right now, and I truly think that's very much, until you're faced with the situation, I think sometimes you don't know. You'd like to think you would do it.
But yeah, you don't know until you're in that. Okay, so Robert says, I don't think we would ever really know the answer to that until the moment happens. We know what we all hope we would do, but, and then ... which I think is true. I think for a lot of people.
Very true. Kathy's saying, I don't even have to think. Something inside me just reacts and I act. And I would hope that was the situation for me, but if someone were drowning and I know I cannot swim, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I would holler for help. I would try to find a rope or a stick, and then maybe I would jump in, but then you maybe have 2 people drowning. So I don't know.
Right, well, because you would be the one also going down.
And I don't want to take down the person who's struggling and maybe has a shot to get to shore, and then all of a sudden I jump in to help and it gets worse.
I think about this sometimes, actually quite often. Our photographer who was here for a very long time, Lori Sperling, who told me once that she had actually given the Heimlich on 3 different occasions. She has saved someone's life because she knew this skill. But I think part of it is having the skill set, knowing CPR, knowing how to do these things, and also being able to help in those situations.
Yeah, and that doesn't put your life in jeopardy.
No.
We're talking about even more serious things than that. Tammy is saying, if I'm able to, absolutely. I'm more of an act first, think about it later kind of person.
And I don't know how to say this, LVA, but she says Frankie would.
Well, you know what? That's true. I mean, that's what he does for a living.
That's what he does for a living.
Exactly.
And I feel like I don't have the science to back this up, but I do feel like there's been a lot of research too on first responders and how they're able to go into dangerous situations. I feel like it has something to do with that decision-making thing that's in the front of our brain, that where you have to think through logically of something, you just go.
Yeah. Well,
you don't wait for that to kick in.
And I also think it takes a special person to do what he does, but I also think truly, once you train for something, you know I'm as prepared as I can be. And we wanted to share one more. Tina, this is a really moving answer.
Aww.
And so Tina says, would I risk my life to save someone else? I'm living proof of how powerful that question really is. I have stage 5 kidney disease. I'm currently waiting for a kidney transplant. My life now depends on something extraordinary, not a machine, not medication, but the selfless decision of another human being.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, she went on to say, for someone like me, a kidney donor isn't just generous, they are life-saving. That single yes could mean freedom from endless medical appointments, exhaustion, and uncertainty. It could mean more time with my family, more memories, more life. People often imagine heroism as something dramatic and immediate, but sometimes heroism is quiet. If a person is choosing to help someone they may never meet, it's choosing to give someone else a future. Oh, we are wishing you all the best, Tina.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that kind of puts it all in perspective. All right, let's take a look at the votes here one last time. And most people are saying yes, I would absolutely jump in to help. Some of you are saying it depends, and then there are a small group of people saying, I'm not sure. I mean, I really do think it kind of depends, but it's wonderful to see everyone saying yes there.
Well, I think you kind of painted a really good picture too. Like, you don't know how to swim, so in that situation, you might be able to call 911 or go get someone who could help, but you're not going to be able to actually jump into.
Yeah, but it would be heart-wrenching not to like act.
Good conversation.
Yeah, that one was interesting. All right, this was interesting too. Were you watching yesterday when we had the cats on to talk about cat yoga? I love this. This is just the intro. Just the intro you're reading. And this was Turtle, who I think Turtle needs a new name, like
little
Rambunctious.
No, I think Tina, or not Tina, I think that Turtle is an explorer.
Yeah, he's a very curious cat.
Yes.
So Lemon and Paprika were there too, and we just had a blast. So they were from Catsanat in Wexford. And what a wonderful segment.
Well, we were talking about cat yoga, and I think that we managed to do one head roll. And that was it before we got distracted. But truly, they set up these yoga mats in the lounge area where all the cats are. So you get to do, and you're doing yoga and the cats are just coming up. Look at you shuffle away. Oh my gosh. I tried at one point too. And then Turtle got his claws out and like,
yeah.
And then took off again.
That's the noise. Anyway, we are waiting for word about whether they have been adopted. We know once these adorable cats are on TV, people speak up. So hopefully we'll have some good news on them soon. All right, speaking of adorable animals, we have a bunch we want to share with you.
Oh my gosh, David.
Sometimes, I mean, this is quite a roll. We're going to keep it moving and we're going to get through these. So it's not how big you are, it's how big you think you are. Take, for example, this tiny deer at a zoo in Poland took on a rhino. Because
is this the female or the male? Because there's
a female in heat nearby.
Heat, yes.
So that's why.
And he's like,
I wasn't going to say all that, but yeah.
She's mine. Back off.
And it works. The rhino leaves. So this little deer, little thing. I mean, look at him. He's like, yeah. And you remember not to come back. So
why do they keep all these? They're all together. That feels a little dangerous, don't you think?
Yeah, why do they have them together? Like, let's put tiny deer and rhinos in the same area.
And see what happens.
Oh, wow. Well, this worked out for the tiny deer.
Oh, my gosh. All right, and we have heard of things like this before, but what a wonderful situation here. Canine companions, obviously, we know them and the power of therapy dogs and how they can be companions to so many people, but this is at a dentist's office where the dogs will help calm people down when they're going through medical procedures.
I think this is Pearl, the name of the dog that has jumped up there, and just adorable. And you know what? People really can get nervous at the dentist's office, so I think it's a great idea. All right, here locally, Humane Animal Rescue posted this pic and asked for captions. It's a bunch of opossums getting a drink of water. Although most people, I always grew up and we just called them possums. But I guess possums are truly in Australia.
Right,
it's
not here.
opossums here, but people still call them possums.
Unpopular opinion, I think they're very cute.
I think they're cute too.
I think they're
that's
fascinating.
An unpopular opinion.
I don't know that a lot of people think that they're cute.
Do they want to snuggle with an opossum?
I don't know that a lot of people do, but I think they're cute. I think they're fun to watch.
So Harp has a wildlife rehabilitation center.
They do a wonderful
We've in fact
job.
visited before, and so that was shared from there.
So capture this.
Yes.
I can't wait to see some of the responses. And then take a look. Let's go to Nashville, and this is what a baby aardvark looks like. That is a very long nose you got there.
It is. He kind of looks like what I would think an anteater would look like with the nose.
Oh my gosh, almost like a dinosaur.
4 pounds. And they don't know, they haven't released whether it's a boy or a girl at this point. All right, From there,
my gosh.
we want to go from something small to something big. A pair of giant pandas, they just debuted at a zoo in Malaysia, and they made sure they had high quality bamboo for them. They're not messing around. They thought they deserve the best bamboo the world has to offer.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to hug a panda, but I would like to one day.
I don't know if they want to be hugged.
Probably
I
not.
know it's National Hugging Day, but
They're like, please don't.
yes, ask for consent.
Look how cute their ears are. Okay, let's go to Florida now. This is a zoo in Central Florida. They have 2 black and white colobus. Is that how you say it?
I think so, yeah.
They're a breed of monkeys, and they are vulnerable to extinction. And they have 2 sisters now, Zuba and Naya, and they are known, as you can see, for their black and white coats.
They spend their days leaping between trees and eating treats.
All right, tell me about the broom cow. You were really excited about
All right,
this morning.
so this is the cow in Austria. It's a pet cow named Veronica. And so they're very excited because researchers have studied Veronica's, because Veronica has figured it out. She picks up these sticks or a broom or whatever, and she uses it to scratch herself. And so the fact that she can use a tool to do that, they said, like, that is remarkable for an animal to be able to do it. And there she is in action. So good job, Veronica.
Oh my gosh, this is like Frankie. Yesterday he was where's my back scratcher? I don't know. Where did you leave it last?
Maybe Veronica took it.
Maybe,
Yes.
maybe. Okay, we are very pumped because one of our favorite PTL traditions is coming back. So many of you have already weighed in on this. PTL Diner Week is going to be the last week of February. We are taking recommendations now. Some of you have suggested some places we've already been to. So don't feel like we're ignoring you, but we have been to dozens now.
Oh, yeah.
Dozens of places. So we're trying to get to some new locations that are really wowing people or have been for a while.
Look at this video of us eating. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have gone to some wonderful places. We want to get to as many counties as possible. We're going to begin making trips to the diners that you've suggested starting next week. So if you haven't already, cast your votes now. Just go to the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. You will see the Diner Week post pinned to the top of the page. Leave a comment with your recommendation. Again, PTL Diner Week is February 23rd to the 27th.
It's my favorite time
I need
of
to
the year.
order elastic pants or something.
We do, yeah.
Because we need to prepare for that.
That's right.
All right, we are preparing for this as well. Coming up, a bold bakery idea has turned into a full-blown phenomenon. A local shop is here to show us why something called a cruffin is so irresistible and why it's gone viral. We are learning what it takes to make the ultimate pastry mashup just ahead.
Plus, Daisy is seeing how technology is changing the way objects and structures are coming to life around the world. She's live to show us how 3D printing is reshaping the future of building one layer at a time.
But first, from the cords that you're afraid to unplug to the bags that you'll swear you're going to reuse one of these days. Yeah, we're tackling the clutter that we all maybe ignore and learning how you can deal with it without overthinking every single move.
Today is Wednesday, January 21st. We are marching through the month and counting down to spring. It's cold out there. We'll be right back. Do you ever feel like your home is staging a rebellion between rogue cords and endless bags that pile up of things that you wish could be left unseen? Chaos has a way of taking over.
Well, we're about to learn some hacks to help you clear the clutter before the coffee even gets cold. Kara Huffmeyer and Amber Hollenbach from Happy Lark Home Organizing are here to help bring some calm back to your home. And it's so true.
Yeah.
When things are a mess, it creates a mess in your head, I swear.
That's how I feel.
And it paralyzes you sometimes.
Yes.
You just can't know where to even start. You just
That's
get
right.
stuck.
Okay, so where are we going to
So
start?
we brought some easy things that we
Okay.
see in homes that people just collect, and
Yes.
there's no reason to collect so many.
Yeah.
So
Or at all.
we're starting with this is a really good box.
I know. Well, you know what? That
Everybody has a
apple
good
box, because that apple box, it feels like it's a
It's a
really
good
well-made box.
box.
And so I think it's a good box. I held on to that for like a year.
I feel like this is really
And
targeting.
some people
Yeah.
say that
Targeting
they're
us.
going to resell their iPad or their iPhone, and if you are someone who resells them and you know you do it,
Right.
fine, go for it. But really, unless you're going to resell it, you don't need to keep these boxes. The serial number is on your device. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Same with give yourself a limit. 2 good boxes is all you need. The rest of the good boxes,
so 2.
recycle
Gotta
them.
go.
So 2
Not
boxes.
22.
Yeah,
This
not
feels
22.
Okay.
This feels like the what are the insurance commercials where it's like you're turning into your parents?
I know,
Yes.
Like I feel like this is happening to me.
Yes.
Like I'm just
Yeah.
hanging on to things a little too long. Okay.
Yep.
Cords.
Okay. Yeah.
They are literally everywhere. Everything you buy comes with a cord. Like I have little hand warmers and every single one of them came with a cord. So you end up with a million of the same cord. Old headphones that plug in. I mean, you might want to have one emergency pair to take on an
But we don't
airplane,
need
but that's
them.
literally the only place you ever use them, and they'll give you a pair. So go through your cords and really par it down to what you would actually use. I doubt there's going to be a cord Armageddon where you need
David's on
a
the move.
bazillion.
No, I just wanted to see the drawer because I have a cord drawer. It's not that bad.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
And this is missing HDMIs and all that. This is
Yeah.
just chargers and things.
Yeah.
So we know people have multiple stashes of cords.
All right, let's talk bags
Quick.
because this is another thing that we tend to hang on to.
Oh my gosh, all the reusable bags can become very overwhelming.
Yes.
Keep a designated spot so that when you start overflowing, it's time to start donating things. I use them for donations. Fill it up,
Yes.
give it to the VA, whoever you're
Oh,
donating
that's
to.
perfect. Great
Keep
idea.
just a little bit.
And then I know, we're getting rid of plastic bags, but some
Yes.
people still have
We
them.
still have them, yeah, and
you
you're
know?
using them. And everybody just like crumbles them up and shoves them in the ball.
Right.
Or in the bin.
Yeah.
We learned this from our grandmother, and you just twist it around your hand,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you tuck it, and it becomes these cute little
Oh, I didn't do it quite
It
as
takes
good
Take
as
up
you.
less space.
less space.
So much
Yeah.
Less space. And it literally takes 3 seconds after unpacking your groceries. to
I'm
do
not.
that.
I'm not ending the. Well, I think it's
just a
coming
little
unraveled
tuck.
instead.
A
Okay.
little tuck.
We'll work on that later
Okay.
when we're
There we
off
go.
TV.
Yes.
And
All
these
right.
stack, which is great. Use vertical space in the bottom of your closet. Now, okay, this is gonna go hand in hand. You always have countertop clutter. It's going to happen. The school papers come home.
Yes.
Kids leave
Yep.
things.
Yes, the
You know,
mail. Oh, the brushes. Why? I yell. Why do we have a brush in the kitchen?
A million brushes everywhere.
Yes,
And
okay.
the culprit is my daughter, as you can see here,
Yes.
other than the basketball. But,
Yeah.
So we love to, designate an area for the paper, actionable items, get it sorted right
Yeah.
away before just setting it on the counter. And then I love this bin. I have this bin on the top of, on the stairs going up, and the staircase going down.
gosh.
So when I do a purge of my first floor, I literally did this before last night. I purged everything that doesn't belong on the first floor, and it goes in the bin. So then I'm not running upstairs taking 3 things up.
Right.
It's time.
So
I
you
go
have
up.
once you have a full bin.
Then I put it away.
Then you make the trek
children put it away.
upstairs. Oh, the oh.
I would like the kids to do it. Sometimes I do it,
Oh,
but
that's-
if we can get them on board, hey, the bin's full. Get upstairs
Yeah.
and put it away, or the basement. Because I find that I get sidetracked when I take one item up, and then
Oh,
I'm like,
yes.
I'm making a bed, I'm
Right.
getting
Right.
a
Mouse or
laundry.
cookie.
Yeah,
you're
and
doing
so
I
terrible
always
things.
feel like the undiagnosed ADHD kicking
Yes.
in when I'm like, what was I? No,
Where did
this,
this, it doesn't belong bin.
I feel
Create a bin.
like I just feel a sense of validation because I put stuff on the stairs and
Yeah.
then no one.
No, they walk right past it.
Well,
right past
No
it.
one.
Not one person
I
but
think
yourself.
putting it in the bin makes a difference too, because I find in my house things appear on the steps and they're never taken up. And so putting it in a bin makes then this is meant
Are
to
you?
be taken up.
Yes.
Wait,
I'm
is
not,
Gary the
I
stair
am not
putter
calling
on?
out anybody on live
So
TV.
you walk past the stuff on the stairs and don't take it
Oh
up?
no, I take it up.
Oh,
but I mean,
well,
like,
thank
but I'm like,
goodness.
does anyone else go to the 4th floor in this house?
No.
Oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Okay. All right, great tips, everybody, and I do
Someone's in
love the bin. This is
trouble.
gonna come home with me. All right, now that we've handled the clutter, it is time to figure out which things are safe to keep. I hope he's not watching, and which ones are better off in the trash.
So expiration dates, hard rule, or just a suggestion? Makeup, medicine, do they really go bad when the label says they do? Our team of expert organizers is putting us to the test in a game called Is It Expired or Not?
Oh boy.
We'll see if our instincts are up to snuff.
Wow. All right, but first, Daisy's turning ideas into reality, one layer at a time. She's seeing how 3D printing is changing the world of construction right here in the Bird. That's when PTL comes right back. From science fiction to reality, 3D printing is changing the way we build the world around us, and Pittsburgh is leading the charge.
The Steel City has quickly become one of the country's tech powerhouses. So we sent Daisy to see firsthand how innovation and imagination are literally taking shape right in our backyard. She is live at the Hackers Guild this morning to show us how people are turning their dreams into reality.
Daisy, we cannot wait to see this. Take it away.
Guys, there is so much to see here at Hackers Guild Pittsburgh, including something like this. Basically, anything that you can think of, you can create, you can turn into by just using 3D printing. And I'm here with Alex, the founder of Hackers Guild. Thank you so much for having us. And this space is really cool, but you guys don't just do 3D printing. You guys actually started off as a security company?
Oh, yes. We basically a cybersecurity hub for everyone who is doing cybersecurity in Pittsburgh. And we changed basically to be a STEM hub, education, robotics. We are doing CAD software. We're doing music workshops. We are doing a whole new course for the elderly, how to not get scammed. And we're trying to teach people how to stay safe online. And cybersecurity, privacy, and privacy online is a big thing what we're trying to advocate here at the Guild and teach people.
Yeah,
and
that's very important, especially with elderly and getting scammed often. But you guys offer workshops for all ages, but for people of all levels too.
Yes, we do all the workshops. We are doing programming workshop, we are doing CAD design workshop, we are doing PCB design workshops, electronic workshops. Basically everything what you want we can do here. And if you have an idea or you need a specific workshop, we can design the workshop for you with all the stuff what you need.
So I got to think of a workshop. However, I know one of your most popular workshops is a 3D printing. So I'm going to go over here to meet with Paul, the I love these glasses, the 3D printing guru, right? And you've got a lot of action going on behind us. So tell us about what we've got working here.
All right, so right now over here we actually have a USB cord keeper. So this we actually hang on the wall to help us organize cords for our program called Keep a Cord, where you can bring in that drawer of cords that you just don't know which one you still need. Bring it to us. Bring the whole drawer to us. Let us sort it. Let us keep it. And when you need that cord again, come back and find us.
There you go.
Moving on, we have a nice little phone stand going on right here.
Here's an example of what it looks like.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when it's done. Right now it's midway. That phone stand takes about 25 to 30 minutes to print at minimum, and that's kind of one of the things that's crazy about 3D printing. It doesn't happen real quick. It actually takes a little bit of time.
And I thought that was very fascinating because you were talking about how it could take an hour up to 24 hours, but it takes up, I mean, you were saying what was the most expensive?
Yeah, what do you think the most expensive part of 3D printing is here in Pennsylvania?
Well, I would assume it's this plastic, right?
Right, yeah. Most people think it's the plastic, and that is the most classic answer, but it's actually the electricity cost. This is hot. This is hot. They're running several hundred watts each, probably 300 watts total, meaning this is almost like running your curling iron. So over 24 hours, it will actually build up quite a bit of electricity cost. So that's one thing to know about 3D printing. Right now, we are printing one of these guys right here. You can see they're kind of fun because they all print as individual pieces, but because they print together, they're stuck together. So really fun toy lots.
Little fidget spinner. And that actually is something that, you know, you can envision by working with this program.
Correct. So here we actually have a slicer program, and this is what's known as Autodesk. If you look at this, this is actually a member designed this right here. This is actually a planetary gear system. And if you recall at the beginning of the segment, we were playing with a Nerf gun. That Nerf gun is actually active right there. This is the gear system that makes it turn.
So you basically turned a regular old Nerf gun into something super cool. Now, of course, I can't help but notice this KDKA thing right here. What are we building here?
Yeah, so right here, we actually designed this yesterday. One of our members, Art, put together the KDKA logo for us. And
let's step back and show.
We're working on printing that as we speak right now. You can actually see it's changing colors right now, so it doesn't look super active, but in a minute it'll get going again with some more stuff. So, and again, that's how the multicolor works. It actually changes out the plastic from one space to the other, and right now it's doing this thing where it gets rid of some of the plastic. And the funny thing is we call this stuff poop.
Yeah, the 3D poop.
It's 3D printer poop. So, and it's extra. That's just how this particular color printer works.
All right, well, I must bring up the finished product.
Yes,
really
correct.
Excited about this.
We did make one for you guys so that you would have one before you leave. There's a finished version.
Yeah.
So.
Heather and David, I think I'm going to bring this back to the studio. This is really cool. But of course, every Thursday, I think it is, they have an open house where you can learn all about what they have here at Hackers Guild. So many cool and fun, innovative things here in Pittsburgh. We'll
Really
send it back to you guys.
interesting.
Yeah, we need to put that in the PTL office.
Yes, so
All right.
fun.
Awesome, Daisy. Thanks.
For more information on the introduction to 3D printing classes and the other classes and workshops the Hacker Guild offers here in town, just visit our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.
All right, still to come. Places that still have live music are rare and special. And right now, there is a spot that's a cultural heartbeat that needs some help. How you can step in and save the day for one of downtown's coolest hotspots. That's coming up in today's Something Good.
And the really, really cold weather is behind us, right? Or is it? Ron's in next with the forecast.
All right, we have 2 significant snow chances over the next week. First one gets here later on today, this afternoon, into the overnight hours, and then the big one coming on Sunday. I know there's been a lot of social media chatter about that one. We'll get to that one in just a bit. Do want to point out we do have the winter weather advisories in place for this afternoon into the overnight hours. Snow developing right around the Cambridge area at this point. We'll see the first round of snow coming through. We'll get a break, and then we'll see more in the way of some snow squalls through the overnight hours. If you are north of I-80, that is where we expect some of the larger totals to be. 3 to 5 inches there. If you're south of I-80, because of temperatures up into the mid-30s, I'm not expecting it to be very much for you. Several inches of snow also is going to be possible on Sunday. Big track is going to be down to our south, but we're going to be in that 3 to 8 inch range. Yeah, 3 to 8 inches of snow, at least right now is what it looks like heading into your weekend. Temperatures right now, we are near 20 degrees. High temperatures today should get back to around 36 degrees. Temperatures falling both Thursday, Friday, and then that big snow chance can we get over the weekend. And look at just how cold it'll be this weekend as well. All right, David and Heather moved over to the PTL kitchen. Hey, guys.
You took our breath away, Ron. Whew. That's all we can say.
There's a lot
Well, we are about to uncover the flaky, buttery secret that's got everyone talking.
All right, we're talking about taking our very first bite out of what is known as the cruffin. One spot in town has been racking up views on social media because theirs are truly the real deal.
We're learning the secret sauce behind the viral confection when PTL comes right back. Somewhere between a croissant and a muffin, the internet lost its mind. First, they took over bakeries, and then they conquered TikTok.
We're talking about the cruffin. This internet famous pastry has become a viral trend, so we're going behind the dough to uncover how a local spot is whipping them up in fabulous fashion.
And it's a PTL first bite because we've never actually tried these before on the show. We have Neil from Driftwood Oven here to show us how the magic is made. So break it down for us. What exactly is a cruffin?
So a cruffin is, just like you said, it's a croissant that's shaped like a muffin. So we do lots of laminated pastries.
Yeah.
We have our regular butter croissant here.
Look at that thing.
Pain au chocolat here as well. And basically all we do is we take the ones that we make for the pain au chocolat, we roll them, and then we just stick them in the muffin tin, let them proof for like 4 to 6 hours so they get nice and fluffy.
Yeah.
We bake them off. Once they've cooled a little bit, we roll them in sugar, and then each week we fill them with something different. Today, go ahead.
No, that's the key, like the 4
you
to
gotta
6
fill them.
hours to make them.
So we do like a half sourdough, half like standard yeast croissant, so they take a little bit longer. They have a little extra flavor.
Yeah.
So they do take a while to proof before we bake them, but we want to make sure that those layers get nice and separate. So the dough is basically layered and laminated with dough and then a big butter sheet, and then we just keep folding it on itself until there's lots of layers, and then we cut it up. So.
And David, you're actually going to get to try this. You're going to try and fill one.
You're going to fill it first,
Great.
right?
Show
Neil?
David how it's done.
Sure.
Okay.
And then he's going to try it. And this is a pistachio cream? Is that what
Pistachio
you said?
cream, and then we just have some toasted pistachios.
So you made like a little pool in there, just like.
Yep, I just took a knife in there and used my hands a little bit too and dug a hole. I'm just going to jam it in. Then you just fill it up.
Ooh.
Just
and
like
is this fork eating, would you say?
Yeah, maybe. It's like both. You can cut it in half.
So we need napkins.
Okay,
this is a very messy one.
Okay.
So right in there.
So just,
Yep, you got it.
Right in there.
Perfect.
And then,
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, natural. Look at you.
look at that. All right, Heather, you want to do the last one?
I want you to, you're holding
Go
it
ahead,
already.
get in
Let's
there.
go.
Do it.
Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Here we go. Now, I don't know where to stop on this one because it
Perfect.
seems more
That's
organic.
great. I got you.
Okay.
Now, a little sprinkle on top, just like this.
Oh, look how pretty this
Do it.
is.
Come on.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Finish
now
those
that you
up.
taught me.
Okay, so I think people at home who aren't familiar with what you do,
Yeah.
they might say, okay, Driftwood, you guys do pizza.
Yeah, we do.
But you also now have kind of expanded what you're doing. You want to be able to provide stuff all day long.
Exactly right. Yeah. So we're remodeling currently, and the point of the remodel is to make the space more welcoming for our customers and our guests. We're putting a bar back in. We're adding espresso and coffee.
Yes.
We currently service a lot of different coffee shops with all of these baked goods you see in front of me.
But you're going to have all of this there. So if someone wants to get a cruffin.
Yep, they're going to be there
once you guys
daily.
reopen.
Yeah, should be about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks, okay.
Yep.
Look at
So
this.
we're going to be reopened for takeaway service next week. Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking a bite. I got to go in.
All right. Now, do you always do it with pistachio cream, or are there other flavors?
We change it up every week. So I sent over some
So
pictures. I
good.
think we did like funfetti ones. We do cannoli flavor. We've done
Yeah.
lemon meringue. So it kind of changes every week. One of the guys that works for me, Jed, is kind of in charge of that, and he just changes it up with whatever he feels like doing.
Big thumbs up on the
This
pistachio.
should be a staple all the time.
It is really good.
I need to
Pistachio is
try
one of my
this.
favorite, and the cannoli too is really great.
Okay, so what has it been like expanding kind of what you've been doing all along? I mean, you make sourdough pizza, you do really well with that. Why was this part of the business plan? Why did you want to add in some baked goods?
When I started baking, I was just baking bread and stuff for the restaurant that I used to work at. So I'm kind of like baking heavy. I really enjoy pizza. It was the way that we got started with our mobile pizza oven. We went around to breweries and coffee shops to start. And then I love baking bread. And so we've been doing the farmers market in Lawrenceville for a couple years, and we're just turning the baked goods out to all these different coffee shops. Some of them buy bread for sandwiches. We do breakfast sandwiches and things like that. I was looking for a bakery space to just specifically do bakery things, but the building in Lawrenceville is, I think, just the perfect spot for us.
Oh my gosh,
Having 2 locations
amazing.
is already difficult. We have a production space, so I just kind of want to be all in one and, just bring all the things that I
all
love
coming
together.
together.
A little bit of cocktails, a little bit of coffee,
Oh my gosh,
baked
this is
goods.
amazing.
This with a cocktail, I would love it. Yeah.
Give me an
perfect
espresso
dessert.
martini and this.
Well, that's those
There
are
you
trendy
go.
too, so we'll
All
have
right.
that.
You can get your cruffins very soon at Driftwood Oven in Lawrenceville.
I know it's so good. Make sure you get a slice of pizza while you're there. Driftwood Oven is the only sourdough pizzeria and bakery in the entire city. We're going to have a link to their website so you can go stop by when they reopen at pittsburghtodaylive.com.
All right, up next, do you want a quick way to declutter? Check the expiration dates. So we're tackling everyday household things that you probably forgot about in a head-to-head game of expired or not. That's coming up next.
This is so good. Okay.
All right, we all know to check expiration dates on food, but what about the stuff hiding around your house? From cleaning products to everyday items, we're about to put our knowledge to the test with the clock ticking.
Oh boy, it's a head-to-head showdown in a game Amber and Kara from Happy Lark Home Organizing are calling Expired or Not. Okay, ladies, tell us how we're gonna play.
Okay, first though, this is a quick way to get rid of stuff out of your house.
Well, that's
Start
true.
with decluttering. Check
Yeah.
expiration dates and get it out. So we're gonna put up a clock on the screen, and David and Heather are gonna go head to head. And you're gonna put items that you think do not expire,
Okay.
and
Do
items
not
that you
expire.
think expire.
Okay, so I'm gonna move these things
into their designated lineup.
And then you'll
Okay.
tell us if we're right or not.
Yep.
Then we'll go through some of the items that are, people would be surprised about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're ready.
Time on the
Clock
clock.
is going. Let's do it.
Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Peanut butter does not expire.
Does not expire.
This does
Expires.
expire. Maple
Expires.
syrup, I'm going to say no. Light bulbs, I'm going to say no. Mint
Expires.
rice, I'm going to say no. Suntan
Expires.
lotion, yes. Water, I'm going to say no.
Oh my goodness,
Pure
this does not
vanilla, I'm
expire.
going to say,
This is the
Expires.
expires. You need
This
more
is-
in the expires over
okay.
here.
What is this? Distilled
Vinegar?
vinegar? Let's say that
No.
expires.
Does not expire.
Salt? No, I don't think it
spray.
does. This probably does.
Expires.
This does.
That is
this
the fire
does.
extinguisher.
Oh,
this
medicine,
expires.
yes. What is this?
not expire.
Honey.
Expires.
Honey's probably good.
Whoa,
this
does
is
not
okay.
expire.
This is
Does
bad.
not expire.
And
What
then
about
rice.
this laundry
Oh,
detergent?
this,
Okay.
this expires too.
I didn't even pay attention to the clock.
Okay.
We did it.
We're done. All right. How did
Good
we
work.
do?
All right,
Are we
so
wrong?
let's talk about
Okay,
these
so
items.
let's look at David's real quick.
Okay.
Oh, let's look at them.
All right, we got a lot
you
that
did.
does not expire, which I think is a theme when we go to houses too. Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a lot expires. Let's find something that does. This guy. Everybody, almost
does
everybody.
not.
It expires. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
It
Well, not for a
expires
long
fairly.
time.
I don't know. Not as long
really?
as you think.
Okay,
I think
really?
less than a year once you open
Really?
it. For
Does
sure.
it have?
You could
Oh
look
my
all
gosh,
day.
it
They're
does.
So tiny.
It
They're
does.
so tiny. Good
Best
luck.
Buy March 9th.
2026.
Of next year.
So-
Okay. No, of
No,
this
that's
year.
it's 2026.
Oh, crud.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we got to eat this.
I'm
Yeah.
currently eating that too.
All right.
Here's another, water bottles.
Because they're
So
plastic?
technically the water doesn't expire, but the plastic starts to degrade, especially if you keep it in, we see it in garages a lot and there's no temperature control.
So it's
and
hot,
the
it's
heat
cold,
will start
it's- yeah,
damaging
yeah.
the plastic and then that's going into your water. So it does expire.
Did I get any right?
Yes, maple syrup and honey
Okay.
does not expire.
Yeah.
Salt
What did you do?
does
You
not
did.
expire.
Does not.
Vanilla extract does not expire.
How did
And alcohol, like hard liquor, because of
not
the alcohol
expire.
content, I'm
Yeah.
skipping. Light bulbs expire.
They do?
So
Get out.
You could still put them in your socket and it's going to give you light, but it might not be the light you
Right.
expected
Okay.
from it.
All right. Good to
All right.
know.
Any
A couple
surprises
rounds, too.
over there before we
Yeah,
move
so
on?
Heather had the maple syrup and the vanilla.
And the honey, I did have
Good
those
job.
in my. No, I got them wrong. They
them
were
wrong.
they were in
Oh.
my the expired
Okay.
column.
And then the sponges is kind of a weird one too because it's like
they don't expire.
they don't expire, but they will grow bacteria
Once you start
should-
using them,
So you should be
yes.
mindful. It's like one of those like weird ones, but
Yeah.
in the packaging.
In the packaging,
you're
doesn't
good.
expire.
Yep.
Once you start using them, it
Exactly,
does.
exactly.
And there's another trick,
Yeah.
the rice.
Rice.
This rice would expire because it's not in a airtight container, but that rice is good to go because it's in an airtight
Oh,
container.
wow.
And I mean, key is you got to actually shut the container. If you live in my house,
It's got to be
Yep, it
closed.
could be left
probably
open.
shutting it.
So let's talk about some of the surprising things that do expire, because I think that this was one that I didn't
Yes.
realize until a couple of years ago.
yeah.
Your sunscreen does have an expiration
It
date
does.
on it, and this is so important because you think, oh, I'm good to go, I'm at the beach,
Yep.
I'll be fine. You may not be.
And then you have a sunburn, and you're like, why the heck did
Yeah.
I have it? Your
Because
sunscreen
it
was
was
expired.
In fact, I think we
not
probably have
Yep.
at
No,
least
no,
4
it does.
bottles of expired
It
sunscreen
is expired.
at home. Yeah.
So this one is expired. It expired in June of the
Time to get-
last
which
summer.
is a bummer
not
because
going
you know
home
you
with us
stock
today.
up and you gotta.
Yeah.
All right, what
Bug
about the
spray.
wax paper? Because we both have that on this side.
Yeah.
I said it would expire because I bet it deteriorates at some point. But am I wrong?
It does not expire.
It does
I mean,
not expire.
Again, if it got wet or it could grow, things can grow mold. So you want
Yeah.
to keep things dry. Temperature controlled is always better.
What about the bug spray?
Expires.
Mascara.
People do not want to part with their makeup, but this is an eye infection waiting to happen.
Right.
If you have expired eye makeup, you have to be careful because again, this grows bacteria.
It does.
Also.
Yeah.
And I put both of these in the expired thing.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yep.
Okay.
And batteries will
at that.
start to deteriorate, like
They'll
if you
get
don't store them
corroded.
correctly, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you have the battery acid.
And definitely important, the fire extinguishers.
Oh my
Those
gosh,
definitely
yes.
expire, so check the date on them.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Really
By the way,
helpful.
this is still good. I'll give it back
All right.
to you. Yeah. Right. No, that was fun too, and we learned something. Now, if you can't figure out what to do with all this stuff at your home, or maybe you just need a little help tidying things up, you can find the link for Happy Lark Home Organizing on our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com.
Up next, you asked, so we're going to deliver. We'll soon be hitting the road for a handful of special shows. We'll tell you when and where you can catch Team PTL in person just ahead. We've been getting a lot of questions lately about when we'll be taking the show on the road again.
Well, let's just say the next month and a half is going to be very busy. So we want to tell you a little bit about what we have planned, shall we?
We were bored. We were like, what can we add to our plate? So listen up. On Galentine's Day, Friday, February 13th, we'll be coming to you live from the Pittsburgh Auto Show. They've given us the floor once more, so we're taking you on a tour.
It's more fun when they give us the keys, let
Yes,
me tell you.
yes.
All right, we're going to check out the new tech that will change the way you roll. And of course, we're going to have fun with some really, really fancy cars, because sometimes that's the coolest part.
Oh, yeah, the ones that you can't necessarily afford, but you just want to hang out with.
We can't afford the really fancy ones, not at all.
And I have been told that someone from Team PTL will be taking a ride in a racing simulator. It's really neat. And there's going to be a gigantic dump truck and a crane.
All right, we need to get like Boaz driving the crane or the dump truck. That would be great live TV. All right, stay tuned for that. And also, some of us will be meeting and greeting people after the show. In fact, you can catch Mikey and me around 1 p.m. that day, so make sure you come by and say hi. And then, just a few weeks after that, we're getting out of the studio again for one of our favorite days of the entire year, PTL Live at the Home and Garden Show.
And let's get right to it, because yes, Dr. Lori will be back, and she will be there with us live. She loves the home show just as much as we do.
Yeah, look at you finding like a job. You try
all of the
everything out
things.
there, which
Yes.
is wonderful. I guess I try everything out too. All right, remember they had that beautiful house too that you could walk through last year. That was amazing. It'll be fun to see how they up the ante this time around. We'll show you.
And that's one of the reasons we love taking the show there. We get to give you the first look before anyone else.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We have a lot planned. And what do you think they will round up for us to taste? From the farm to table section, we always get great food. I feel like we should put our orders in now to make sure that we get what we want.
Well, I was really excited because when we got to tour the RV show a couple of weeks ago, I saw the beef jerky guy.
Oh,
and I was like,
it's like you're
I'll be seeing you soon.
simpatico now with the beef jerky guy.
I know. So we're hoping that we get to sample some stuff because, as you know, they've really expanded their farm to table. And I want you to promise me that we'll be able to try those massage chairs again.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I mean, I think we deserve it, don't you?
We do.
Yes. All right, so mark your calendars. PTL will be coming to you live from the opening day of the Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show, Friday, March 6th.
Can't wait for that. We'll be right back with a check on our local forecast.
Plus, we're going to have a look at today's Something Good.
All right, temperature stepping out right now. Look at this, we're at 24 degrees for our temperature. There's plenty of clouds out there at this time, and we have some snow that's moving our way as well. Feels like temperatures are still down near 10 degrees. It is still cold out there. High temperatures today getting back into the mid-30s for us for those highs. Want to quickly show you what's going on with the snow developing just off to our west at this time, guys. This will be sliding through for the rest of the morning hours, or really early, late morning hours into the early afternoon hours. And then overnight tonight, we'll see a couple of snow squalls pushing through. Windy conditions, some bursts of snow will be possible here or there. Everyone's talking about Sunday. It's a potential first alert weather day. Hey, right now it looks like we should be expecting several inches of snow sliding through the day on Sunday.
Ooh.
Well, I love that you're excited about it.
It's not a commute day, you know?
Yeah,
so I feel like
it's a snow day.
True. That helps a little bit.
It's a snow day, and we don't have to worry about where are the kids going to go, because now they have a snow day, but I still have to go to work. Like, on a Sunday?
Right.
It's the best day possible.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that could leak over into Monday, just to give you a heads up there, too. So
And then you ruined it.
I do
Okay.
expect to see some delays
All right.
Monday morning with that in the cold
She
weather.
had glee for a moment.
Thanks, Ron. In today's Something Good, we are spotlighting a true Pittsburgh gem that literally puts the soul in the Steel City's cultural district.
Con Alma isn't just another bar. It's one of the only places in Pittsburgh where you can hear live jazz several nights a week. But now that cultural heartbeat is facing some real pressure.
Yeah, unfortunately, they'll close soon if they don't get some help. So they have launched a GoFundMe campaign, and the effort includes a fundraising gala this Sunday, all in support of preserving this unique space for live jazz and community experiences.
So today we're lifting up the people who are working to keep those soulful tunes alive and showing you how you can be part of a saving a space that really means so much to artists, as it does to all of us who love what makes Pittsburgh's culture so unique.
So tune in today at 3 o'clock on Talk Pittsburgh. We're going to show you a little bit of how you can get involved. That's all the time that we have for today. Be sure to watch tomorrow at 9. Yesterday we found our Zen with cats, so tomorrow we are hanging out with some little stars with very loud opinions. Guinea pigs are taking over the studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that until just now. All right, plus Daisy's taking us to the latest pop-up that's redefining Pittsburgh's nightlife. She's going to be live at the Sad Bar. The name says it all. It is the Steel City's brand new way to beat the January blues.
All that and more tomorrow at 9 on KDKA and again at 1 on KDKA+. Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
We will see you again tomorrow. Stay warm, everybody, and make it a great day, Pittsburgh.